Welcome back to the C Morning Show, and now financial freedom.
Yes,
Carol.
on a Sunday morning.
On a Sunday
Why not?
morning, living the dream. But how can we become financially free, which allows us to break away from the immense stress of living from paycheck to paycheck? And the earlier we start working toward this goal, the more achievable the early retirement dream can be.
Indeed.
But unfortunately, too many people fall far short of financial freedom, even without occasional financial emergency. So how can we actually reach this goal and dream, Carol?
That's why we need an expert on this issue to dig deeper about this. Joining us in our studio, Financial Cool Head of Advisory and Certified Financial Planner, we have Shirley right here in the studio. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Shirley. Thank you for being with us.
Taking your time on a Sunday morning. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah.
All right, so first up, of course, we're going to talk about what is actually exactly financial freedom.
Yeah, actually, live free without worrying about money. We have enough saving and investment to live to live our life.
Yeah.
Debt free, and then we can live like we want.
So what do we need to prepare then to achieve this goal?
There are three important things. First is capital. Yeah, the
Okay.
more money we invest, the more ability we can have financial freedom.
Of course.
Second is also timeline. Yeah, the earlier we invest, the greater investment that we can have. And then the third is allocation.
Okay.
Yeah, so many people maybe recklessly put money wherever, but we have to put on productive asset.
Yes.
And also a good investment return.
So it means no more flexing on social media.
No more flex with social media. No more
yeah, if you
buying,
want-
shopping, midnight
right.
shopping, and just scrolling on those carts. But speaking of timeline, also milestones,
Yeah.
there are 20s, 30s, 40s, and also 50s. I mean, if we listen to our probably, like my mom said, we have to have a house before we're 40.
Yeah.
But in this case, the price of houses keeps going up. It seems probably impossible for millennials to own a house with their own income if we see the condition that we are facing right now. What are the actual milestones that we probably need to achieve when we're 20, when we're 30, or probably 40, and hopefully by 50 we can achieve financial freedom?
Yeah. Basically, in 20s, the point is you have to financially independent from your parents and also financially stable.
Right.
So you have to manage your spending well. And then, of course, if you have debt, you can responsibility manage debt. You have emergency fund, at least 6 times of your monthly expenses.
Okay.
And then you have like basic insurance, like insurance health. And then you have start investing early. Yeah. And then you can also building a good habit.
How early
returns.
can we invest? I mean, some people with
Start when you're working.
Okay.
immediately, no?
Immediately. Yeah. And then you can aim for 1 or 2 your big goal, maybe preparing for your marriage or start to buy a house. Yeah. And then in your 30s, basically the challenge is bigger, but you are financially stronger. Your career is more stable. You have a greater income.
Yeah.
So your investment is bigger, but also you have to start. At least you have to start soon. Retirement fund.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
can,
already in your 30s.
Yes, in 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can also aim for, you have to more income, more source of income, not only rely on your job, you have to more income. And then you have to aim, have your own house.
Okay.
Yeah, 30s is better than 20s.
Okay.
And then in your 40s, you are financially more stable, more comfort, but be careful of your comfort zone. Because in your 50s, will be entering to your retirement, right?
Yes.
Right.
So 40s, be careful of your financial comfort. But you have to start debt free in 40s. And then you can manage your retirement fund allocate it better
Yeah.
and greater. And then also you have to starting your college fund for your kids.
Starting from the 40s.
No, you have to starting in 30s, but
30s.
you have that money in 40s.
So 40s were, I'm raising my hand right now. Everything should be more
really?
stable, right? Especially, and then you can already gain from the investments that you took since your 20s. It's okay. It's all right, Shirley. Things happen right here in the studio. But I just also want to ask you, when you said that we should start doing early investments, especially since you already start working and you already have your career, there are times where this, especially the younger generation, are a risk taker right now. They're, putting their money on investment they're very risky.
Yes.
Yeah.
As opposed to maybe when, the millennials or baby boomers back when they were younger, their investment tools are just more conventional.
Yeah.
So what kind of advices that you can give, especially to the 20s, to the younger generation right now, to, implement or input your investment in the right tools or in the right instruments?
Yeah, that's true. You have to be careful with your spending, especially when you're in your 20s, because it's starting to build good habit for your 30s and your 40s. And nowadays, you can learn investing everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, you can start now from your digital, for your hand smartphone, and then don't forget to put your money in legal investment products.
Right.
Yeah, that's important.
Okay. And for starting investing itself, you mentioned that once we have our own source of income,
Yes.
we should start immediately investing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for those who think their first income is not sufficient enough to
Yeah.
complete their needs, especially
That's
the
right.
younger generations who
Yeah.
are starting to work? How much should one allocate their income, remembering that they still, the prices of the necessities keeps going up, keeps getting higher and higher?
Yeah, there is a limitation for minimize your spending, but there is no limitation to increase your income. So for people who is sandwich generation or minimal income, yeah. So I suggest there to increase their skill, increase their income, so they can have more like this table. They have so many table like not only rely on one table leg.
Yeah.
So I suggest them for the younger people to have more skill and then more income.
Yeah. You were mentioning before about sandwich generation. Do you think, the sandwich generation can at the end, achieve their financial freedom since, they have their own family to support
Yeah.
and they would have their parents or their elderlies to support? When do you think they're going to have their financial freedom?
Yeah, they are in the position of financially squeezed, right?
The financial squeeze, I love it. Squeeze like a lemon.
Yeah. But I think I have also so many clients in financial also in sandwich generation. And first, they have to be protected financially, because they are the breadwinner.
For themselves.
Yeah,
right?
for themselves. Yeah, and then basically to the last questions, they have to create more source of income.
Okay.
There are 9 types of source of income, not only based relying on the salary. They can have the profit income from the business, residual income from their professional fee to complete that project or complete certain project.
Right.
And then investment income from capital gain, from dividend, from interest, and then passive income from rental income like properties, and then from royalty like YouTube AdSense, royalty income from design, and then also from franchise. So there are so many type of income that sandwich generation can do, and try to involve their family members as well, because this not only the trouble of the breadwinner, right?
Yes.
The trouble of the family. So they need some support system to achieve their financial goals.
Teamwork makes the dream works.
Yes.
It's not like a one single person that could done this alone.
True.
And then speaking of the younger generation as well, nowadays, as we mentioned before, Carol,
Yeah.
there is the trend of flexing on social media, but also the healing that
Yes.
as generation, I am guilty for
Yeah.
this as well, that we need to take. How much is the safest allocation for these healing budget? Because of course, we need a mental health balance as well.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Of course, everyone have to allocate their money to entertainment or their vacation. But for me personally, around 10% is maximum.
Maximum is
For
10%.
if you want to financial retire early, financial independent retire early, then for me the try to allocate around 25% to 30% to financial independent retire early. yeah, fun.
Right. And I love how you dubbed this as the healing.
Yeah.
Right. As a what did you say that it was the
Mental
healing?
right?
Mental
That's
healing
what people keep
expenses.
saying. Yes.
I love that. But we also see that nowadays, not only for the younger generation, including my generation, the millennials, that we do somewhat likes to flex, as you said, buying luxurious goods, traveling with no expenses. So we just YOLO, live today, don't worry about tomorrow. How could one, especially live with this certain condition, or is it better that we, live more and adapt into a minimalism lifestyle or a frugal lifestyle for us to have this financial freedom? We can work hard right now, we can invest in saving up right now, and then later on during our retirement day, that's where we're going to give our expenses more on the healing expenses, as said as Sarah.
Yes. I always illustrate this like marathon running, not a sprint running. Have you tried marathon?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
10K. What's next for me?
Yeah, while you run, you must experience, right? Why I do this kind of things
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
sport.
Yeah, many times I will give up, right? It also happens in financial. So you have to, this all about mindset, right?
That's right.
So you have to treat this like marathon. You don't have to fast. You don't have to always fast in working and also in investing, not always like that. But you have to maintain your steadiness, maintain your pace, and then you have to focus.
That's right.
Yeah, it's okay to have fun, but also don't forget to don't let your fun make you forget your run.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that rhyme.
Yeah. So that's how we have to treat ourselves. We have to train ourselves to enjoy our own race, not our people race, right? Yeah. So for me personally, financial freedom is like marathon race. I have to keep making money, and then I have to keep investing.
Okay.
That's right.
And this is also interesting because, as you mentioned, this is a marathon race. And then once we have hit our 20s, of course, we were still living alone usually. And
Yes.
then when we hit our 30s, usually we have already started a family, which means we have a partner in our race as well. And then comes children. And then, of course, they have their needs, their education, with
That's
the
right.
prices going up with every year. There was like a meme on social media saying back then when her parents was at her age, only 1% was gone for her education, our tuition, for monthly tuition. And then when she's her mom's age right now, that was 10% that she needs to take away from her monthly salary for her children's tuition. How would you like to say for those who are now probably starting out a family to start a fund for their children's necessities once they're a baby and then as children at school with all these prices going up?
That's usually people in 30s. Many financial challenges, but financially have to be stronger.
Okay.
So for me, first is have many source of income. And then second, they have to maintain their financially healthy, at least the emergency fund. At least they don't have consumptive debt. And then for the educational kids, save the educational fund, you can allocate around 10% of your income.
So this is another allocation.
Yes,
that we
and another allocation where maybe 10% or 20% up to their money, yeah, but to retirement fund, because the retirement fund will avoid people to get trapped into the sandwich generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to kind of halt, right? That domino effect. If you are a sandwich generation, you don't want, this to propel to your children too. So I do believe that retirement fund is really important. Now, let's say, Shirley, that right now you're hitting 40s, you're closing a little bit closer to the 50s, and you see that your goals is so far-fetched from the financial freedom of hitting the age of 50. So what should we do to kind of, this is no more marathon.
Yeah.
You gotta do like
The sprint.
astronaut, right? Like that's it, your finish game is right there. Let's say you have about 2 to 3 months or 2 to 3 years before reaching 50.
First
What
is
shall you do?
you have to be focused, right? Forget first about maybe
The age.
vacation.
The vacation.
Yeah, big vacation, yeah, small vacation, okay lah. But also you have to be focused to yourself first, yeah, to your health. Yeah, because when you are getting older, yeah, the risk of your health getting bigger. But also for me, investment allocation. Yeah, you can have consultation with your financial planner to have your suitable financial investment strategy. Because the asset allocation for the 40s is different with the 30s and the 20s. So you have to aim for a better return in your investment, but also safe and steady return.
Yeah, in a very short time period, right? Because
Yep.
you're already in that age
Yes.
where you want a much more return for your investment. So what kind of instruments do you think that'll be, it could be applicable for those that is reaching 50?
I recommend diversification of the stocks,
Okay.
dividend stocks, yeah, and then also bonds, government bonds.
Yes, and it is time for us definitely to gain more about financial literacy,
Yes.
definitely
Yep.
when you're 20s, 30s, 40s, and now coming to the 50s.
Yes, and never see our children as a investment and hoping to get something from them in return. And we
Yes.
cut that cycle. That's
That's a very old school culture.
Yes.
And, it's still very Asian in a
Yes.
way.
Yeah.
But we need to kind of, shift away from that.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Shirley, for your time.
Paul.
It was such a good enlightenment.
Yes. Insights for us.
You get your 30s, you get your 40s, and hopefully that you're watching whatever generation you are, you've seen a lot of, positive impact towards our discussion on this Sunday morning. And thank you once again, Shirley.
Thank you.
You're always welcome right here in our studio, hopefully in the weekdays too. And right now we're going to take another short break. In the meantime, please don't forget to follow our social media. We're on Instagram, X, and also YouTube at See Today News. Stay tuned for more right here on the C Morning Show.